Hello, friends, and welcome to Take Two for this Wednesday, the 2nd of June, 2021. I'm Jeannie. I'm so glad you've decided to come along for the ride today. Well, I was thinking on this hump day, by the way, I hope you're having a wonderful hump day. I was thinking about when Michael and I went to our missionary training school back in January of 1987. It was right at the beginning of the month, and we had 3 months of lecture phase, classroom training, before we went on our very first international, very rugged international mission field trip. That mission field trip took us to Rosa Morada, Mexico, a little tiny village deep down in the interior, and we took a bus with 43 people. It was quite an experience. One of the things that we experienced while we were there was living in tents outside for about 2 months. It was about 7-8 week field trip. And we were living in these little tents, and we were watching these vines, kind of like these vines right here, and they were growing on the back fence of the campsite where we were in this little village. And we watched them go from green to brown. They were kind of drying up. It was extremely hot where we were, but they were going through like a change of kind of drying up. And one of the little village kids came over and showed one of the other girls on a team what to do with these vines. And it had like these long oblong kind of things with leaves, and they were dried up and brown and crunchy. But he started peeling it, and then he took this odd looking thing out and shook it, and seeds fell out of it. Well, it turns out that they were loofah sponges growing on the vines on the trees. And when he shook it out, there were seeds in there. Well, isn't that amazing? Loofah sponges and loofah seeds. Well, Michael just thought that was the coolest thing, because Michael loves anything that can go in the ground and grow. So he took some of those loofah seeds with him, hoping one day he would plant them. Well, lo and behold, in recent days, Michael was going through some old stuff of his, and he found this old film canister that we used to put rolls of film in. And in it, there were all these seeds. And he said, "My gosh, do you know what it says that these are?" And I said, "What?" He goes, "These are loofah seeds." And I said, "Loofah seeds? Where did you get those?" He said, "I got them in 1987 when we went to Rosa Morada." And I said, "Oh my gosh, are you serious?" He says, "Why don't we plant them and see what happens?" And I said, "Oh, sure, a 34-year-old seed. What are we going to do with that?" Well, guess what, boys and girls? These are them. He planted them. Look at that. He planted them, and they're growing. We even have little tiny loofahs right here that are starting to grow. Can you believe it? Isn't that amazing? Seeds grow, and things grow from them. That's what happens when you have seeds. But who'd have thought something that old would grow? But it did, and it's growing now. But isn't that true about any kind of seed that you have? How about seeds in your life? Seeds of love, what do they grow? If you have those seeds and you cultivate seeds of love, it's going to grow into something beautiful. Great fruit will come out of it. Likewise, if you have seeds of hate and discourse, and you cultivate those by pouring into those, that's going to bear some rotten and bad fruit. So ask yourself this question: what am I doing with the seeds I have in my life? What kind of seeds am I planting? And what can I do with those seeds to help other people, to be a better person, to show love to others? I want good seeds in my life so that I'm going to bear good and wonderful fruit. I don't want to plant evil and bad and rotten seeds in my life, because that will bear rotten fruit. What kind of seeds are you planting? Think about it. That's a great thing to be just kind of reflecting on, don't you think? Seeds and how they bear fruit. Now listen, go out and be a blessing to somebody today. You may end up being the only one who is. That's a good seed to plant. Blessing others and encouraging others. Yeah? Okay, that's a good seed. That'll bear good fruit. And also, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's a great seed, too. Jeanne Sigler, Jeannesigler. Hit the subscribe button, that notification bell. You'll be notified every time another Take Two premieres, okay? Now, listen, you have a great and wonderful hump day. Have a great week, and I will be with you next Wednesday at the same time. I love you so much. Take care now. See you then. Bye-bye.